Hey YouTube, it's me, Emily, and I have a new vlog for you guys. I know it's been a while. I actually posted on my Snapchat I was going to vlog a couple weeks ago, and just ended up not doing it. Well, tonight's actually going to be nothing about the one I posted on my Snapchat about, which if you want to be my friend on Snapchat, add me, MNL16. Link's going to be down below in the information about that. So tonight's vlog is a mommy vlog, and what I mean by that is just something I wanted to get off my mind. That's something I've just kind of been thinking about. For one thing, I've been thinking about the fact that, car seats. I saw a post on a mommy group I'm a part of about how this mom was in an accident with her kid, not with her kid, but with her kid's car seat. And it was rear facing. And the police or whoever told her that if the car seat wasn't wasn't rear facing, it would have been a complete loss and completely damaged. I mean, it's already damaged since it was an accident and they had to buy a new one, but it would have been more mangled up if it wasn't for the fact that it was rear facing. Which brings to the whole debate on how long should you have your child rear facing. Well, this mom decided to then go and get one of those new Graco extend fit car seats so they can fit backwards longer. And I just started thinking about that more and more and more because my daughter is a year old and 20 pounds. And Oregon state law states that if they're a year old and 20 pounds, not or 20 pounds, a year and 20 pounds, that they can be forward facing. Talking with my doctor's pediatrician, he says to keep her rear facing as long as possible until she's at least 2. Talking to other parents, they want to keep their kids rear facing until they're 4. Other states have different laws, so on and so forth. But I was thinking about it. My daughter is either forward or rear facing depending on the car. And when I say that, please do not give me any negative comments about it. Let me explain. So, my daughter is rear facing in my car and then normally in my mom's car, except right now her car seat got switched to forward facing because her car seat and my cousin's car seat could not be could not be in the car together with her rear facing because of where it was positioned at. But we're switching it back to rear facing like tomorrow or something like that. We just haven't done it yet. But anyways, so my car and my mom's car rear facing. In my dad's truck, she's forward facing. She's always been not always been forward facing, but since we put in her, what I call her big girl car seats. And what I mean by big girl car seat, I mean one that's not one of those, car seats that click out of the car seat base. I mean ones that stay in the car. Since she's been transitioned into her bigger ones, she's been forward facing in that car. The reason behind that is it doesn't fit in correctly backwards, which made me start thinking, what are parents supposed to do if their car does not allow the child seat to be rear facing or fit in correctly? So the reason why I bring this up is what I drive is an older Honda Accord. It's, I think, an 03. And because of it, we've had so many difficulties fitting her car seats in correctly. And it's made me just wonder, what do other parents do about their car seats? Like, if their kid's car seat can't fit in correctly, do they have to then try to buy another one? You know how expensive car seats are? The one we just bought for my car for a big girl car seat for my daughter was damn near $100, and it's one of the grow ones that, not grow ones, but grow ones in the sense that she'll be in it for the next couple of years. That can be rear facing or forward facing. And it just makes me wonder, what do other parents do? Do you have to go out and buy new cars to fit around the car seat? Or do they make other car seats that are more compatible with older cars? I understand that when I've gone to car seat safety, I wasn't able to go. My dad went and talked to them. And basically they say if you have a car older than 2005, your kids aren't going to be safe in a car seat because they don't really make the car seats for older cars. They're for the newer cars. So, and the flip side of that, my mom has a 2010 Dodge Caliber, and my daughter's car seat only fits backwards facing, rear facing, in the middle. What would we do if I had two little ones that had to be rear facing with those big all-in-one car seats, and as the only ones we had, and they wouldn't fit rear facing? What would I do? I wouldn't have those kind of car seats, for one thing. I'd have to then try to find a specific type of car seat that would fit in my car, which could take a long time and a lot of money. Or I'd have to do a lot of research. And I understand having kids, you tend to have to do a lot of research on things, get reviews from other parents and stuff like that. But it just makes me wonder, what about those parents who can't afford a newer car, that are stuck with an older Honda Accord that's like a 2000 because it's still, even though it has so many miles on it, it's still running great, and that's all they could afford? What about the parents that can afford a decent car seat, like an all-in-one, because they can't afford to keep buying a new car seat, and it's like their big shower gift, and it doesn't fit in their car, and they can't take it back or anything like that? What are they supposed to do? It brings me a question of what are we supposed to do for our kids? I understand we're supposed to do what's right for them to keep them safe, but is there a way that car seat manufacturers could make ones that fit older cars, or a way we can retrofit them a little bit better? Or is it just make more sense to flip them forward after they're big enough to, so they fit in the car right? And it's just kind of been eating at me. I mean, other moms, I would love to hear your feedback on that, on what you've had to do for your kids. I understand that that along with all this confusion on what to do with cars when they're car seats, when they're forward facing, backwards facing, along with that, you have to add in the fact that the car seats expire, I think, after every, I want to say between 2 and 5 years. I'm not 100% sure on the different expiration dates on them, but I know they do expire, which is another question that I have, because not just question, but another thought I had, because the one in my mom, the one that we have in my dad's truck that's forward facing, also I think expired this year, and he actually talked to someone at the car seat clinic, and they were like, it doesn't really matter if they expire. I don't know if this is true or not. Don't quote me. Please don't send me angry hate mail or anything like that about this. This is just secondhand knowledge about, yeah, it might be expired, but they don't really go bad unless they're in an accident. I mean, what am I supposed to believe? What are we supposed to do with all this knowledge? I understand places like Toys R Us does the car seat credit for an expired one. You bring in an expired one with the straps cut and everything like that, and they give you credit towards the next one that you'll need, or something like that, or they'll just do a trade-in on it. I don't know what all to think about all this. I mean, yeah, I'm a young mom, but at the same time, there's all this information coming from all this and these different directions, and car seats are very confusing, and I didn't even realize it. And then seeing that there's the new Graco one that extends to fit backwards so you have more legroom. The more I see that, the more I'm like, how in the hell is that going to fit in my car? Because they don't, if you have a small car, you can't, I don't know how they fit in the car correctly to stay, unless you have like a big SUV or a truck, or not a truck, probably an SUV or a minivan. And I don't think every parent out there can afford to put their kid in a minivan. Hell, I can't even afford to get myself a newer car. All my money goes straight back into my child and everything else. What am I supposed to do? Between bills and everything else, I can't afford a car payment just so my kid can be extra safe. And it's not me trying to say, oh, I don't want to do this for my kid, because obviously I'd do anything for her. But what are people the everyday people who live on a budget or paycheck to paycheck, who have kids, who don't get that extra help. What are we supposed to do? And I want you guys to just sit there and think about this for a while. I know this has been a long vlog. I apologize. It's just a lot of stuff that I need to get off my mind about car seats. I know. Random topic tonight. But, what do you guys think? Do you have any questions about car seats that people haven't really answered? Or you're not sure which is actual good knowledge to know? Is it not just me who wonders about these kind of things? Or is it other moms? But that's kind of where I'm going to leave you guys tonight. If you guys want to hear more of my random rants, please subscribe. Like, comment, do your thing below. If you want to bring up other topics you want me to weigh in my opinion on. I know I'm not too interesting, but at the same time, I do have some vlogs I'm hoping to give more of. I plan on doing a couple more this week because my daughter is going on vacation with her grandparents, so I have some free time because I'm working, but I will have free time at night, and it tends to be when I do my vlogs. I mean, that's why my hair is like this, is because, yeah. Anyways, so with that, I will give you guys a good night, good evening, good any time of the day in which you're watching this. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to add me on Snapchat, I add pretty much everyone on there. Link to that below. Same with my Twitter and not my Facebook. I'm not going to do my Facebook. I'm sorry, guys. But along with my Twitter. So if you so with that, like I said, good night, good evening, anytime of the day you're watching this. And until next time.